The Pan Am Games are currently underway in Toronto, Canada. Belize has representation at the Games. We hear more in this report from Hipólito Novello.
Toronto, Canada, home to more than 2.5 million people and home to this year's Pan American Games. The Pan American Games is the world's third largest multi-sport, multi-venue games, which this year will see the participation of 41 countries in 36 different sports. Belize is one of those countries. 23-year-old triathlete Ahmed Figueroa arrived with the Vice President of the National Olympic Committee, Owen Main, and the Chief of Missions, Alan Sharp. On Friday, Belize's delegation presented themselves to the country, to the world, but more importantly, to the competition. As the other members of the competing countries continued to file in, the room began to be filled with excitement and sportsmanship. Countries with differences were mingling. Take Belize and Guatemala, for example. Ahmed walked up to the Guatemalan delegation and exchanged spins for the love of the sports. The delegation then walked to Rogers Stadium for the official opening ceremonies. Thousands of fans and athletes were then entertained by the world-famous performing group Cirque du Soleil. Figueroa is the first triathlete that Belize has sent to the Pan Am Games, and it is his first time competing internationally. While the international stage is nerve-wracking, Figueroa says he would try his best.
I've been training for the past couple of months, every day, trying hard to get on the level, international level. I train along with my uncle, Ramon Figueroa, who is the one who pushes me, and every day is out there with me, pushing me to train hard.
Tell us about a typical day of training for you.
Well, typical day, I would wake up early in the morning, go to the San Ignacio Hotel Resort pool, do a couple laps there, come out, go for a ride to the Benque border, and then come back. Would usually go for breakfast, have breakfast. Then later in the evening would go for a run in the Western Highway as well. First time competing internationally, and to know the level that these athletes are on, it's hard, but I'm coming with a strong mindset to do good and try to do the best that I can.
Okay, how do you expect yourself to compete? You know, have you stick out the competition? You know.
Yeah, I've met with some of the athletes for technical meeting and stuff, and yeah, I've seen them and stuff, but I'll see how it goes.
What do you want to tell the Belizean public at home?
I'll tell the Belizean public that I will try my hardest to do the best that I can and hopefully try to make all of them back in Belize proud.
Vice President of the National Olympic Committee, Owen Sonny Main, a former athlete himself, told Love News that all he wants from his athletes is for them to do their best and to learn as much as possible.
Well, I expect my athletes to do well. They might not win medals, but they definitely learn a lot. The experience will help them, and they can go back home and pass it on to other athletes, you know, their friends and their other athletes.
Okay, so tell us about who all are here, who all are expected to compete, the type of sport.
We've got Ahmed Figueroa. He's going to do our triathlon. He's our triathlon athlete. We've got Kana Martinez, who's our sprinter, our best female athlete. And we've got Mark Anderson, who is our speedster. He's going to do the 100 meters. We support 18 disciplines that make up the Olympic family in Belize. We support them by help with training. We help with uniforms. We get trainers for them. Especially the Athletic Association has just gotten trainers from Cuba. And they're doing well. They've all done better than they've done before. They all report that the time has improved. I would tell my athletes to learn all they can, try their best, do the best they can. We not love them anymore because they don't win medals, but try their best, try the hardest they can, and learn as much as they can.
Unfortunately, Ahmed did not place. Later on the games, Kana Martinez and Mark Anderson will touch down in Toronto to compete in their respective sports. Belize has won 2 bronze medals in softball at the Pan American Games. The first was in 1979 in San Juan, and the other was in 1982 in Caracas. These games are the world's third largest international multi-sport games held every 4 years. Reporting for Love News from Toronto, Canada, I am Hipólito Novello.
The Games will run until July 26.